Sharks, the apex predators of the ocean, are often misunderstood creatures, particularly in relation to their behavior near coastlines. For centuries, sharks have been associated with fear, mystery, and danger. However, the reality of their role in marine ecosystems is far more complex. Sharks near coastlines are a natural and essential part of marine biodiversity, playing critical roles in the health of ocean ecosystems. This essay aims to explore the behavior of sharks near coastlines, their ecological importance, the factors that drive them to these areas, and the interactions between sharks and humans. By delving into these topics, we can better understand the often overlooked significance of sharks in coastal environments and the importance of their conservation. Sharks are a diverse group of cartilaginous fish, and many species are found in both deep and shallow waters around the world. While certain species of sharks, such as the great white tiger and bull sharks, are more commonly associated with coastal environments, it is important to note that sharks inhabit a wide range of oceanic habitats. Coastal regions where the ocean meets the land are dynamic ecosystems rich in nutrients and biodiversity. These areas offer sharks access to abundant food sources, as well as a variety of environmental conditions that support their survival, such as warmer waters, estuaries, and shallow reefs. Sharks are often found near coastlines because these areas provide ideal conditions for hunting, breeding, and resting. One of the primary reasons sharks are found near coastlines is the availability of food. Coastal waters are typically rich in marine life, including schools of fish, squid, and other prey species that sharks rely on for nourishment. These areas are also home to a variety of smaller sharks, rays, and other marine animals, which attract larger shark species. Additionally, coastal regions provide abundant feeding grounds for juvenile sharks, which often prefer shallower waters where they are less exposed to predators. Coastal environments, with their complex underwater structures such as reefs, kelp forests, and sandy bottoms, provide diverse habitats for the prey that sharks feed on. The behavior of sharks near coastlines is often influenced by seasonal migration patterns. Many shark species undertake long-distance migrations to coastal areas for specific purposes, such as mating or giving birth. For example, some species of sharks are known to migrate to specific coastal regions to give birth, where the warm waters provide a safe and nourishing environment for the young sharks. These migrations often occur in predictable patterns, with sharks returning to the same coastal areas year after year to mate or birth their young. These seasonal patterns are driven by a combination of factors, including water temperature, food availability, and the need for safe, sheltered environments to reproduce. The presence of sharks near coastlines during certain seasons is often an indication of their reliance on these areas for the survival and propagation of their species. Coastal ecosystems are highly dynamic and constantly changing due to the interactions between land and sea. Tides, currents, and wave action influence the distribution of food sources, the temperature of the water, and the overall conditions of the coastal environment. Sharks, being highly sensitive to changes in water temperature, salinity, and other environmental factors, are able to adjust their behavior to take advantage of these shifts. For example, certain species of sharks are known to move closer to shore during warmer months, when the water temperatures are more favorable for feeding and reproduction. Conversely, during colder months, sharks may move into deeper waters in search of more stable temperatures. The role of sharks in coastal ecosystems is critical for maintaining the balance of marine food webs. As apex predators, sharks occupy the top tier of the food chain, and their presence helps regulate the populations of other marine animals. By preying on weaker or slower individuals, sharks help maintain the overall health of prey populations. This behavior prevents overgrazing of vital habitats such as seagrass beds and coral reefs, which would otherwise be damaged by unchecked populations of herbivores. Sharks also help control the abundance of mesopredators, which are smaller predators that may compete with or prey on other species. In this way, sharks help maintain the biodiversity of coastal ecosystems, ensuring that no single species becomes too dominant and that the ecosystem remains in balance. In addition to their role as predators, sharks also contribute to the health of coastal environments in other ways. For example, their movement through the water helps to regulate the distribution of nutrients and maintain the flow of water through estuaries and other important habitats. As sharks hunt, They create disturbances in the water column that help to mix nutrients, promoting the growth of plankton and other microscopic organisms that form the base of the marine food chain. These small organisms provide food for fish and other marine animals, creating a cycle that supports the entire food web. Without sharks, the health of coastal ecosystems could be disrupted, leading to imbalances that affect the entire marine environment. Despite their importance in marine ecosystems, sharks face a variety of threats, many of which are directly related to human activities. Overfishing, habitat destruction, and pollution are just some of the factors that have led to a decline in shark populations worldwide. Sharks are often caught unintentionally in fishing nets or targeted for their fins, which are highly prized in some cultures. As top predators, sharks are also particularly vulnerable to changes in the availability of prey species and shifts in the overall health of marine ecosystems. In some regions, shark populations have been reduced by as much as 90% in recent decades, leading to concerns about the long-term health of coastal ecosystems. One of the most significant threats to sharks near coastlines is habitat loss. Coastal areas are often heavily impacted by human development, including urbanization, industrialization, and tourism. These activities lead to the destruction of vital habitats, such as coral reefs, mangroves, and seagrass beds, which are essential for sharks' survival and reproduction. Pollution from agricultural runoff, sewage, and plastic waste can also degrade the quality of coastal habitats, affecting not only sharks, but also the entire marine ecosystem. The loss of these habitats diminishes the ability of sharks to find food, shelter, and breeding grounds, ultimately threatening their populations. The relationship between sharks and humans has been historically fraught with fear and misunderstanding. Sharks are often portrayed as dangerous and aggressive animals in the media, and this perception has led to negative attitudes toward them. However, the reality is that shark attacks on humans are extremely rare, and sharks do not actively seek out humans as prey. In fact, many species of sharks, particularly those near coastlines, are shy and avoid human contact when given the opportunity. Despite their predatory nature, sharks typically do not pose a significant threat to humans, especially when compared to other risks associated with coastal activities such as swimming or surfing. Efforts to promote shark conservation and reduce human-shark conflicts are crucial for the survival of sharks and the health of coastal ecosystems. One of the most effective strategies for protecting sharks is the establishment of marine protected areas, MPAs, which are designated regions where human activities such as fishing and development are restricted. MPAs help to preserve critical habitats for sharks and other marine species, allowing populations to recover and thrive. In some areas, sharks are also protected by fishing regulations that limit catch quotas or prohibit the hunting of certain species altogether. These regulations, combined with efforts to reduce pollution and protect coastal habitats, are essential for ensuring the long-term survival of sharks near coastlines. Public education and awareness campaigns also play a critical role in shark conservation efforts. By dispelling myths and misconceptions about sharks and highlighting their importance in marine ecosystems, these campaigns can help foster a more positive attitude toward sharks. When people understand the vital role that sharks play in maintaining the health of coastal environments, they are more likely to support efforts to protect them. Furthermore, greater public awareness can help reduce the demand for shark products, such as fins, which are often sold in illegal or unregulated markets. As more people become aware of the threats facing sharks and the importance of preserving their populations, it is hoped that more effective conservation policies and practices will be implemented. In conclusion, sharks near coastlines are an integral part of marine ecosystems, playing a vital role in maintaining the balance of food webs and the overall health of the environment. Their presence in coastal regions is a testament to the complexity and interconnectedness of marine life, and their protective role as apex predators is crucial for preserving biodiversity. While sharks face numerous threats, including habitat destruction, pollution, and overfishing, concerted efforts to protect these animals through conservation, education, and sustainable management practices offer hope for the future. By working to safeguard the habitats and populations of sharks, we can ensure that these remarkable creatures continue to play their essential role in coastal ecosystems for generations to come. The protection of sharks is not only important for the species itself, but for the continued health and well-being of our oceans.